Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Elden Ring. So in this video I'm going to walk you guys through from a brand new fresh character how to get to the Flask of Wondrous Physick. And you can get this very early on. You really can basically just run to it from the very start of the game. So I want to show you guys where to go to get that so you can start with it because it's a very powerful item early on. So this video is going to do that. So right off the bat we are just up the elevator from when we basically get past the tutorial boss and area. And this is the door that leads us to the outside. Now I'm doing this with a fresh character just to show you guys how simple and easy it can be. I am not the best player by far, but all it requires is a little bit of running around the map. You could do this on foot, and you could go a slightly different path than what I'm going to take, but I'm going to take the path that I'm going to take just because it's a bit easier. So we're going to jump down here, and you want to avoid Golden Horse Dude, and you want to just run to the left of him. Pick up some Roya fruit on the way, because why not? And you want to head up to the Church of Ella that's up here, this big old ruin that's up here. And we're going to be heading this way. We're also going to be grabbing Torrent on the way, so if you haven't yet grabbed Torrent, this video will also kind of showcase that a little bit. Whoops, wrong button. Did not mean to drink there. But this is the Church of Ella, and we can get our Site of Grace right here. Now, there's a merchant here. Ability to upgrade your weapons. I'm not really interested in that. I'm just going to continue running because we do not need to worry about fighting anything. So along the northeast road here, you just want to follow this road, and if you see a guy with a torch, you know you're heading in the right direction. And you can simply get past these guys pretty easily. There is another soldier on the way. We can run past him or kill him. It doesn't really matter at all. Soldier on the left a little bit previous, so keep an eye out for that. There's a statue here, so if we do go down, we'll spawn there if possible. And what we're going to do is we're going to run to the right of this encampment here. And if you guys can just barely make it out, there's a Site of Grace right up there, and that's where we're going to be heading. Heading over to this Site of Grace will unlock Melina, so we can level up, and it will unlock Torrent for us. And we're also heading in the right direction anyways, so this is just a nice little bonus to make the rest of it easier. And you do kind of need Torrent for this in order to use a Wellspring in order to get high up, so we are going to simply grab him. And it's on the way anyway, so you might as well. Like, if you are coming through here, you don't have Torrent already, you might as well grab him. It's like 2 seconds. We are going to skip past this in case you guys haven't seen it. I have already seen the cutscene myself, and I don't want to spoil anything if you guys haven't done it yourself. And there we go, there's our whistle that we will call Torrent with. So we can leave at this point. We need to equip the whistle. There we are. And we now have Torrent. So what you want to do is you want to get on the road here, and you want to head to the southeast here, and you want to head in this direction. And you kind of want to keep the water and the golden tree on your right somewhat. Or, well, right in front of you for the most part, because basically we're just heading down this direction. So be careful. You don't want to go into the middle of the lake here, and you can drop down here. This is a safe distance. You do not want to go further out into the lake towards that fire, because a boss will spawn. I'm not going to spoil which boss it is, but there will be a boss that you do not want to deal with, if possible. So keep that in mind, because it can go pretty badly for you if you're not being careful. And essentially, from here, what you want to do is you want to head in this direction. And you'll kind of know you're heading in the right direction because you want to go to the left of the golden tree there, towards this other golden tree, and you'll see a big ruined building here. You'll know you're going the right way because there'll be a bridge that you're going to be going under as well right here. And you want to go under this bridge. Last time I came through here, there were some undead skeletons. We can ignore them for the most part. Here they are. We can ignore them. They respawn consistently. So we are just going to fly past them, ignore them. Now you are going to be invaded up here, so keep that in mind. This is going to block off Torrent, and there is this one invader you kind of have to deal with if you want to make progress. But it's not that bad. He's not that difficult, and you will have help here in a second, as long as you survive. So, we are going to be somewhat careful here. And all we want to do is we just want to survive here for the time being, and get a little bit of damage on him when we can. And you'll see Bloody Finger Hunter Yura was summoned, and they will come in and help you. And he can pretty much take care of the invader himself, and while the invader's distracted, you can always, you know, get some damage in. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to let our little buddy here take aggro. And there we go, he's dead. So very easy, he's not a problem. And once you actually get that done, you'll get a finger remedy, which is cool. You'll also get his dagger and weapon. Really nice. And then all you need to do is make sure to heal if you're losing any health. Grab your steed and continue on this direction to the north. Now, if you do not have a torch at this point, which you can buy one from the merchant at the Church of Ella, it's getting a little dark here. You can talk to the NPC that just came in and helped you with the invader. He's right here. You can talk to him if you so choose. You do not have to, though. Up to you. And what you want to look for is you want to look for this right here. And this is what you need Torrent for. What we're going to do, this is a Spirit Spring. We're just going to jump up right here. And you'll know you jumped at the right direction if you see a bunch of bears here. And you can avoid these completely. You can avoid these entirely. They are not much of an issue. What you want to do is you want to look over towards the right here, and you want to look for these little shacks. And there's a site of grace here that you're going to want to pick up. So we'll hop off Torrent. And we are right here. So this is not terrible, and this is the artist's shack right here. You can also pick up a Homing Instinct painting as well. But from here, it's not too complicated on where you need to go. So it's relatively simple. So we're going to grab Torrent back here. And just to make sure that we have our bearings correctly. Because we're looking for the third church. And that's the direction that we're heading. And where we want to go is actually those ruins down that way, to the east. So you can go about it a few different ways. You can either go to the right, follow the cliff's edge, and there'll be some gravestones you can hop down. It's a little risky depending on how well you are with the platforming in this game. If you want the safer route, you can go this way. And you should be able to jump down here safely. Yes, we can. And you can simply follow the path down this way. Just make sure that you're heading east and you're following the road down, and you'll be fine. There's a few basic enemies through here. Nothing too powerful, and there's also going to be a decent-sized group of enemies underneath this archway, essentially. And you can ignore them. You can simply just go up to the right.
Is anybody there? Someone who might be interested in rescuing the great Kenneth Height.
And there's also an NPC here that you can deal with as well. So make sure to come through here if you want to mess with that NPC. But all you need to do is continue on this way past the Ark, and you can keep going. There also is a beetle up here, so you can replenish your Flask of Crimson Tears if you so need it. Just kill the beetle. We don't really need it, but he's a teardrop scarab there. And just keep heading east. Along this path, there'll be a giant. You can ignore him. And this is going to be the third church, and that's what you need to get to, right here. So as you can see, one invader, no real enemies we had to fight in the third church of Marika. There's a site of grace here, so you can rest if you need to, and so you can be a bit safer. We're going to light it up, because why not? And then all you need to do is just simply walk over here, pick it up, you get the Flask of Wondrous Physick, as well as a Crimson Crystal Tear. So it's right here, very simple. And don't forget to jump on over here to this statue and grab this Sacred Tear. Make sure you don't miss out on that, since you're here already. And yeah, that's the Flask of Wondrous Physick. So basically a start to finish run through from a brand new character. And if we want to look at the map here, we didn't pick up any map pieces. But in case you want to know where it is on the map, this is the very first Grace site that we spawned at, and you can simply follow the road all the way over here. And it'll take you to the third Church of Marika. So not too far. Like I said, we don't have the map filled in, but as you can see, just right over here from the very first starting location, which is down here, and we simply went up here. So, hopefully that does help you guys out. If it does, make sure to give the video a like. If you're new to the channel, always consider subscribing, as it does help me out a ton, and I really do appreciate it. I'm having a blast with this game, and I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I am, and I plan to do continuous daily videos for this game. So, keep an eye out for those, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one.